I'm saying bye to all the lies and all the times you cried, saying that I wasn't right.
If you're looking for a great place to buy your toys, Cokiss has a great range of figures, including your favorite ones from Hiya Toys like Godzilla, King Ghidorah, the female Muto. Get 6% off in all your purchases with my discount code. Use RubiCokiss to get all your favorite figures much cheaper than anywhere else with fast shipping. Link in the description down below. This also means you don't have to wait for those long releases from the US. You can get everything much faster and exactly the same time that Hiya Toys releases their figures from their end. So what are you waiting for? Use the link in the description, apply the code to get everything much cheaper. It's highly recommended. Thank you for watching the video. Hello everybody, we have more information for the upcoming Shimu from Godzilla x Kong, the new Empire from the STYLIST series. This is the version that we saw at San Diego Comic-Con. Now it's fully painted with more information. Now the release date is for 2025 Q2. Price is $59.99 plus shipping. Now it says here the statue stands at 17 centimeters tall. It's accurate, depicting Shimo in a roaring pose. The skin and the crystals are meant to be very detailed with multiple layers of painting reflecting glowing colors under lighting. So maybe it's glow in the dark. In my opinion, this is probably one of the cheapest and best looking statues that we've seen from Hiya Toys, and just in general, I think the colors look very impressive for the price point and the overall details that this statue is giving you. You totally cannot beat this even with X Plus or other statues at a higher price. While those statues are incredible, this price point and the amount of details that you're getting and the colors, it's not just a single color, but it's rather multiple colors. Personally, I like the statue, the pose that it has, almost depicting Shimo walking yet again, getting ready to roar and demonstrating her power. I like how at the bottom you can see that she has like a darker tone, meaning that she's been walking through the jungle in the hollow earth and around the world in general. I like the nails, how you can see a lot of, reflected type of pearl-like colors. If I compare this to the figure form, I think I like the colors on the statue just a little bit better. In general, if you compare this to the figure form, while the figure form already looks incredible, they're still going beyond the previous levels that they've done with that paint job. You can still tell that the statue has a much better paint job in every aspect, especially on the dorsal fins, and the colors around the body are more pearl-like, very close to the movie version, while the figure form seems to be more on the darker side. The crystals are more darker. The skin almost appears to be more white than it is reflected on this figure. So yes, in general, I think that they've done the better version with the statue in terms of paint job. This also confirms the figure form will be the same size as the statue. And if you remember at San Diego Comic-Con, the statue was very huge. So if we compare both of them, they're the same size. Both of them stand at 17 centimeters tall, which means just on all fours, they're about 6 inches tall. Standing up with the figure, it's going to be very massive. So indeed, we can now finally confirm that the figure form is indeed not a very small figure like a lot of us thought. It's still going to be a massive figure. They're truly respecting the size and the scale that we saw in the movie. I just felt like they could have done a better job explaining the scaling with that figure. But anyways, I think anybody who's a fan of X Plus or Omega Beats or any statue in general, this is going to be a great opportunity for you to get a very affordable figure, or for anybody else who has always wanted to get one of those big massive statues and you just couldn't afford it. This is a great opportunity to get your hands on a statue that looks incredible, and that should give you a taste of what X Plus and other statues are like owning one of the STYLIST versions from Hiya Toys. So yes, in general, I think this is a must, and like I've mentioned before, this is definitely a step up from their previous statues that they did. For Godzilla vs. Kong, the paint job looked amateur and the accuracy wasn't there for Godzilla or Kong. And when you compare their recent versions that they've released for Evolved Godzilla and Shimu, you can definitely see how there's more of a realistic touch. The accuracy is there. It looks more like a serious type of, collector's item, if you want to call it that, for anybody out there in general who is into statues. This is just a must. Now, on the other hand, this is my opinion, but if they want to compete with Omega Beast, I think they would have to start adding accessories like they've done with a few of their figures like Shin Godzilla, Godzilla -1. That would definitely make, you know, everything a lot more interesting to have like unique parts, maybe switchable heads, hands, accessory parts like effects, buildings, very unique parts like they've done with Omega Beast. I think they've really set the example. Even so far that X Plus has started to copy what Omega Beast is doing with their new Godzilla. And this is very exciting news because this just means that this line is going to get more monsters, and we can definitely see maybe classics, more from the monsterverse and modern era like Shin Godzilla. I think this is definitely a must, and I think both of the lines make total sense to have, you know, the statue version and then have the articulated version. Now, this has been a dream of mine. I'm not sure if it's going to happen, but it's kind of happening already. I think it would be incredible if they started to release a 12-inch line for the bigger scale and to have articulated figures. So meaning have a 12-inch figure that has articulation, lights and sounds and effects. I think that would be the ultimate competitor to any of the 30 centimeters out there or even bigger figures. I think this has been a requested thing for the longest time, ever since NECA released their 12-inch Godzilla 2014. Now, it's happening in the aspect that we're starting to see figures with articulation have LED lights inside. Now, the thing is, we want them to be bigger. Could this happen? Well, it's all about giving them feedback. Perhaps this could become a reality maybe in a few years, where you see Hiya Toys experimenting more with articulated figures that are much bigger than your traditional, you know, standard size that we've seen with Monster Arts and Hiya Toys or other figures in general. This happened absolutely because it gives customers more option. There's going to be an option for people that want small articulated figures. You have that. If you want statues, you have the STYLIST version. If you want massive articulated figures with lights and sounds, you have that option. Now, I say this is likely because to me personally, Hiya Toys is a company that likes to explore outside of the box. It's always going beyond the wall. It's always going beyond anybody's expectation. And that's what I like about Hiya Toys, that they don't stop just with the traditional. They like to go beyond what anybody has done. So the next massive step, I believe, would be that. But overall, I love what they've done with this Shimu statue. I love the details, the colors. Those are all of my thoughts. I want to close off the video by telling you guys thank you so much for liking the video, comment your thoughts, and also subscribe. It helps the channel. Now let me know your thoughts. Are you happy with this statue or not?